Well, here is the visitor center. There was a really helpful woman who gave me a bunch of park maps for the trails. I learned the trails are not marked. No cairns or markers. They just give you a pictorial guide of markers along the way so you know you're in the right vicinity. That looks like, let's see, here's one of the guide's Onyx Bridge, and then they'll give you pictures of, yep, you're on the right path. It should look like this. And I got 4 of these. I'm thinking I might do, let's see, I'm gonna look at these tonight, but I might do this wilderness loop. It's about 7 miles. But yeah, you just look for these scenes to know you're in the right area. Alright, well, I'm gonna go drive the park roads. And the gates close at 6, so you gotta be out by 6, and it's 4 right now. Here is the visitor center from the parking lot. Kind of an interesting looking one. But you have to walk all the way to the end there. There's a gift shop, and then behind that, the actual visitor center. And I'm heading back to Old Red to enter the park. Well, I'm at the first stop. I just left the Painted Desert Visitor Center, and I'm at the first stop on the road to Pony Point. And here you see the exposed rocks of the Chin-Lee Formation, which was deposited 200 to 227 million years ago. More of a shale, like mud-like sediments. So it looks like a Badlands formation here. To me, it's beautiful. It's about 4 o'clock in the evening. Wow, the views here are amazing. You can tell this is all erosional, right? There's the surface of the land there in the background, and how this sediment eroded out, leaving this beautiful painted desert of the Chin-Lee Formation. So pretty. And there's the road. Looks like it's a nice straight shot through the park with a bunch of stops. Get the map at the visitor center. They'll show you where to go. Here's the historic Painted Desert Inn. You can't stay here any longer, but they did turn it into a museum. It's not open right now. I think it closes at 4. But I'll be back tomorrow to check it out. And this view's right behind the inn. So pretty. This is Kachina, Kachina Point. Uh, Beautiful part of the painted desert. And I'm here in mid-October. It's probably about 80 degrees right now. It's pretty comfortable since I just left Saguaro and it was over 100. This feels good. Look at how beautiful that is. Just walking out to Casino Point. There's a moon up there.
Well, you've got 7 more to go before you're allowed back.
Boy, I can't wait to be hiking down in that tomorrow. I'm sure I'm gonna get to see lots of cool critters and rocks. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, just as I come outside, get lost. Hopefully I don't get lost, especially since there's no trail markers. This is the next stop, Hosho Point. And another beautiful view of the valley here in the Chinle Formation. It says they're finding lots of fossils in here of theropods. Here I'm at Pintado Point, the next stop on the drive going from north to south, and it just points out on this sign different mountains you can see. So way off in the distance there is the Flagstaff Mountains, the San Francisco peaks. The next stop, Nizhoni Point, talks about the artifacts that they are finding here, and that people have been occupying this land for 13,000 years. And these are some of the things that they're finding in the layers of rock out there. And again, an epic view. This is Whipple Point. And here is Lacey Point, named after this gentleman right here, John Fletcher Lacey, who got this designated as a national monument and then eventually a national park to protect the petrified forest, because he took note of the looting which was occurring. Well, I'm at the teepees stop. This is more of the bluish colors. Getting pretty close to sunset. Beautiful out. I'm gonna have fun exploring this area tomorrow. Moon is out. The ranger at the visitor center on the north side of the park said to come to the Giant Logs Trail here behind the Rainbow Forest Museum at sunset. So I just made it 10 minutes before sunset, and it looks like it's going to be a beauty. Wow, look at these giant petrified logs. Huge. It's huge right off the visitor center here. Neat. Oh, gotta go check out this sunset. This is the Petrified Log Trail, and it is lined with a lot of petrified logs. Look at that huge one up there. Look at that huge petrified log and that amazing sunset. Wow. Here's some of the inside of the petrified wood. What a great time to be here. Amazing. The sun is setting over the petrified wood. Two beautiful things. Look at this beautiful petrified wood. Oh man, it's so pretty. So pretty, look at that. Even nicer with that in the background. I just picked this high place just off the Giant Logs Trail to watch the sunset, and you can see way over there, there's a little nub sticking up in that rock. I don't know if those are pieces of petrified wood, but oh my gosh, so beautiful. It's kind of like Badlands topography. Well, it is Badlands topography. It's erosional, mudstones, siltstones. Look at that. And the moon. I don't know if you can see it, but it's out. And there's a comet that you can see one fist above the sun. The ranger was showing me a picture she took yesterday. And if you have a 200 magnifier lens, I don't know what the iPhone does, but once that sun sets, I'm gonna put my fist up, zoom in, and see if I can see any comet. I have this whole place to myself. So amazing. Our national parks are so wonderful. Petrified Forest is my 48th national park. I have 15 more to go. And I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the sunset on my own. And there it went. Set below that horizon there. Now look for the comet. There's the Rainbow Forest Visitor Center. They're doing some type of heavy equipment stuff over there when it's cooler. And there's the rainbow. So like I said, you have to be out of the park by 6. I've got like 2-3 minutes. And I imagine that's so people don't steal the petrified wood. I will be back to this trail tomorrow, but you can see the cars funneling out of the park. I'm sure the rangers go around and kick everyone out. And man, I got lucky. Such a beautiful sunset. So I would recommend seeing the sunset from the Giant Logs Trail at the Rainbow Visitor Center. I'm at Petrified Forest National Park, my 48th national park. I am excited. I have a whole day of hiking and exploring ahead of me. I think I'm gonna go do the Blue Mesa Trail to start a wilderness hike. It's a beautiful day. Sun's out. It feels good. It's like, I don't know, 60 degrees. Happy to be here. Here's an agate bridge, fossilized tree, and they built that support underneath it in 1917 to prevent it from falling in. All right, next I'm going to do the Jasper Forest Jasper Forest Trail. I'm at the Jasper Forest Overlook right now, and you just park here, and then I'm going to follow this guide again, and park in the Jasper Forest Overlook parking lot. Walk to the east end of the parking lot. And you'll see a path leading to the historic Jasper Forest Road. This is supposed to be a trail with really great petrified wood. It's 2.5 miles. All right, it's the middle of the day. It's like 82, but it's a dry heat, so got a lot of water. Yeah, so right off the end of the parking lot, the path is right here. So very easy. No sign, but we'll head this way. Wow, the petrified wood on this trail is beautiful. So pretty. So you walk along from the overlook over there. There's a nice path. Kind of looks like a road. And then it comes down here. Then we're going to start looking for culverts. So the next place we'll head for is this rock fall here in the distance. Meanwhile, there's these huge petrified logs everywhere. Look at this one. So beautiful. Boy, this is an amazing area to see petrified wood. It's everywhere, and the colors are just spectacular. Look at the colors of this stuff. Purple and yellow and green and white and blue and amazing. It's beautiful. It's nice just to come out here and wander around. I love it. And I love there's no people. Still heading towards that cliff. Here, the good thing about this trail is you can always see the viewing area and you can just walk towards that. And then once you hit that wall, go to the left and it'll take you back. Well, I haven't seen any culverts, which were the landmarks, and I haven't seen the split rock. I can still see the viewpoint, so I'll just start heading towards that if I don't see any of these landmarks soon. It's really nice just coming out here though and wandering around and looking at all of the petrified wood. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. It's like the most beautiful jewelry pieces. I'm just gonna come up to this little elevation here, look over, see if I see any culverts. If I do, I'll keep going. If not, I'll just turn around and cut this one short and go to the next stop. Well, this is where I got. I didn't find any culverts, but I really enjoyed this walk and looking at all the petrified wood. I got to this cool little shady spot. I'm going to sit here and hang out for a minute and then head back that way. So beautiful. Oh, and I just saw a bunny. So I'm just heading back to my car from this meander, and I'm just following, just looking at the viewpoint there and walking towards it. So it's easy to get back, so you could just come out here and look at all the petrified wood and have a quiet experience, and then head back. The destination was Eagle's Nest, which was a cool fixture, natural feature in the 30s, but when this road went away, that eroded away, and there's really nothing there to see anymore. So it doesn't really matter that I didn't get there. There's nothing to see. And all the petrified wood, just all out here is just amazing. So I would recommend just coming out here and wandering and keeping the viewpoint in eyesight. I had a good time. I've noticed some of the pieces have crystallized quartz, so quartz crystals through them. They had a little space in there to crystallize. Quite a few of them. It's kind of cool. Here's a piece that's on a pedestal still. The water eroded the rest of the pedestal away, but that's still there. Here's some more that are on a pedestal. That one's pretty cool right there. Well, I just wandered around out there for like an hour and a half and saw some really amazing pieces of petrified wood. The colors were just vibrant, more than some of the traditional stops here in the park. So just stop at that viewpoint, get out and walk down into the valley and keep the viewpoint in sight, and you'll get the whole place to yourself. It's beautiful. Look at it all. I have that whole valley to myself. Probably my most favorite. Getting ready to do the Crystal Forest Trail, which is just across the street from where I was just at. It's like 0.8 miles. It's a paved trail, and there are fantastic deposits of petrified logs dating back to the dinosaurs. This is kind of a cool place on the trail where you can see these whole trees, and then they continue on the other side of the trail. Long ones. Wow. Up here there's a very long tree. You can kind of see from that end to that end. Wow. It's a big one. So that one of the signs said during the Triassic period, this climate was like that of Costa Rica's. So it had huge jungle trees, as we see here. This is a pretty cool trail to just walk and think about, say, 250 million years ago when this was a lush Costa Rican jungle and everything was alive. And as it died, it fell into the mud, and then we had the shifting of the continents and tectonic forces, and 250 million years later, this is what a lush jungle like Costa Rica looks like. Just sort of the bones of once was, which are very cool. This is what Petrified forest looked like 250 million years ago, complete with the phytosaur dinosaur. Kind of looks like an alligator. And the visitor center here, the Rainbow Visitor Center. We got some nice displays. This guy's waiting for some food. Well, this is my last trail of the day. It's 2.6 miles. I've already done 7.5 miles. So might as well make it 10. This is the Long Logs and Agate House Trail. So this is the Agate House. Gotta see that. And then I guess there's a place where there was a big log jam. And so there's a bunch of long logs. So I just left the visitor center, the Rainbow Forest Museum and Visitor Center over there. Parked in the parking lot, and then you have to walk up the road here a ways to this trail and start here, and I'm gonna come up, probably go to the Agate House first, then come back and walk the loop around the long logs and back, and then go get something to eat. I'm hungry. So it's 2.6 miles total. And it's nice. It's like 4 o'clock. Sun's starting to set. It's cooled down a bit. Well, this trail is paved. Pretty easy walk. You can kind of see where you're going there in the distance. Got the Badlands formations over there. And the sun. walking back. This is a nice handicap accessible trail, definitely. It's flat. Boy, the walk out here to Agate House is lovely. Nice and open, you get a view of everything. The ground is just littered with petrified wood everywhere. No wonder they made a house out of agates. It's the only building material around. Well, I made it to the Agate House, and this was built by the Puebloan people around 1050. And this was an 8-room house made of the petrified wood or agates. And the ladder there would have been used to go to the second story. And this was rebuilt by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Look at that windowsill. In the 30s, with the same material that was here but had just fallen down. And boy, there's some beautiful pieces. Excuse me. Look at some of these beautiful pieces. So pretty. Here's another room. And these were rooms that I'm standing in now. They just didn't rebuild those. Look at this whole logs. That was certainly, you can see there's a scarcity of any other building material besides the petrified wood here. Boy, it's so smooth. Look at that, they even had one of the huge logs. So pretty. Nice view of the sunset too. This would certainly be a nice place to come and view the sunset. I am going to backtrack and then go to the long logs trail. I did enjoy seeing the Agate House. Well, there's a nice shelter you can sit in and take a break after the Agate House, and then looks like it's a half a mile to the loop trail, or to the long logs trail. There's a bunny right there. That's the second bunny I've seen today. Must be a lot of them here. It's a cute bunny. This is a beautiful trail, especially at sunset between the agate house and Long Logs. Beautiful. Well, these are some impressive logs on this trail. They are huge, and they just keep going. There's some of them there. Well, I'm heading out. I started the day at 8 and I'm finishing around 6. The park closes at 6. You have to be out. And I did about 10 miles of hiking, which was all nice. I packed a cooler and just ate guacamole and turkey, some hummus, and I am looking forward to dinner. This was a nice way to finish the day, an easy 2.6 miles. And I have one half a day in the park tomorrow. I think I'll do another backcountry hike, and then I'm heading to Page, Arizona, where I'm going to do Upper and Lower Antelope Canyon, the slot canyons. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm here at the historic Painted Desert Inn. It's no longer an inn, but it was in the good old days. And it's kind of cool. You can walk through it and get a sense for what it was like. This was the kitchen. And it gives you some ideas of what to do here. There's also a ranger station here, and they gave me some advice on what to do today. This is the dining room. And off of the dining room is a really nice patio. Look at this view. Amazing. I think I'm gonna go do the Onyx Bridge Wilderness hike, which leaves from right there. It's about 4 miles round trip. And the ranger here recommended it. Said it was a couple hours, which is just what I'm looking for before my drive to Page. A gift shop. And downstairs is an ice cream parlor where they serve ice cream from 9 to 3 down there. And the ranger station over here. And then the soda fountain.